What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish. Today, we're taking a look at an incredible sneaker that is back for its 4th iteration that also has a unique story about an amazing basketball player and also a very personal story to me about how I met one of my homeboys today. Without further ado, let's take a look at the shoe. Shout out to Jordan Brand for also giving us the OG Jordan 14 box that's reminiscent of the 1999 version of the box. All silver with that red Jumpman imprinted right in the middle of the box. Good looking out on that one, Jordan Brand. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Air Jordan 14 OG Rip Hamilton, aka Candy Cane. First of all, let's talk about Richard Clay Hamilton, aka Rip Hamilton, shooting guard and a small forward, most known for his time on the Detroit Pistons, but was a phenom of a college basketball player when he was playing for the University of Connecticut, where he led UConn to overtake Duke in the 1999 NCAA Men's Basketball Championship. And he was wearing these when he did it. Now, for those of you guys who aren't really hip on Rip Hamilton, I suggest you do your Googles about the man, but I'm gonna run down some real quick stats about him. 6 straight Eastern Conference Finals appearances, 2004 NBA champion, 3-time All-Star. His number 32 has now been retired by the Detroit Pistons. And he broke his nose twice, which started him wearing his infamous Superman cape, or as we know it, his plastic face mask. Michael Jordan took a specific liking to Rip Hamilton and brought him onto the Washington Wizards way back in the day. Not only that, Rip Hamilton became a Jordan Brand athlete and as such had some incredible player edition sneakers, many different silhouettes, all types of different Jordan models. I'm sure if you pull up to a sneaker con or one of the bigger sneaker shows, somebody somewhere has a Rip Hamilton player edition. Now let's talk a little bit about the Candy Cane in and of itself, and then we'll take a little deeper look at the shoe. Candy Cane, like I said earlier, originally came out in 1999, January of 1999 to be exact. Now since then, it's been released 3 more times now. One time in 2006, one time in 2012, which is the pair that I got from my store I want to tell you guys today, and then of course the 2019 drop. What I love the most about the 2019 drop is that Jordan Brand has called it a 1-for-1 stitch remake or replica of the original 1999 version. So we get the ventilated side panels, we get the original tumbled leather. This is a good looking shoe. Let's take a deeper look. Starting with the upper of the shoe, of course, that downward sloping upper looking like a Ferrari as we all know and love. On the lateral side of the shoe, that classic Jordan 14 emblem here looking like the Ferrari logo with the Jumpman in the middle. Now that Jordan emblem is going against the grain leather, not only on the lateral and medial side of the shoe, right on the collar, but also going down onto the sides of where that rubberized Jumpman 23 logo is on the heel. Moving on to my favorite part, the quarter panels of the sneakers, lateral and medial side, again, just like the OG, original ventilated side panels, nice, really soft tumbled leather going all the way down the eyelets of the shoe. Eyelets, of course, are hidden just like the OG model. Really nice. On the toe box of the shoe, again, OG design with that nice tiny black Jumpman right there at the top of the toe box. Again, you can see a little bit better from this side, those hidden eyelets where the shoestrings go in on the shoe as well. Always really like that touch. Moving back around to the lateral side of the shoe, really nice big hits of varsity red popping right there on the midsole, and of course those varsity red teeth, as I like to call them, down there on the toe box as well. Underneath that, right above the outsole, that classic carbon fiber plating on both the lateral and medial side of the shoe, and of course that really nice silver mesh netting right there on the medial side of the shoe, right there in the midsole. Classic Jordan 14 tongue on here, leather on the bottom, mesh netting on the top, with that really nice plastic, I don't know, plastic rod, whatever this is, going through the top of the tongue there. Jordan on the front side, 14 stitched on the back. On the outsole of the shoe, pure white outsole with that little black 14 logo there, carbon fiber plating on the midfoot with another Jumpman right there in the middle. Standard white laces with this one, no extra laces included. Metallic silver lace tips here, just like on the OG model. You get that nice Jumpman inside of that metallic silver as well. And that's pretty much it as far as what the sneaker looks like inside and out. Now, if you notice, this shirt I got on has a tiger on here, says The Last Pair. This shirt is actually one that I got from my homeboys at The Last Pair, which is a really dope sneaker selling company that's based out of Memphis, Tennessee. So I'm gonna take you guys all the way back to 2012 when the Candy Canes dropped. Now again, I had to have the Candy Canes when they dropped, and at the time I was really starting to get into sneakers real heavy, buying up a bunch of sneakers, and I had to get my hands on these. Now again, I'm here in Huntsville, Alabama, so not a lot of sneakers are dropping here, and when sneakers do drop, they drop in a very small limited quantity. So when the Jordan 14 dropped, I was really trying to get my hands on a pair, went to my local Finish Line, which is where I was getting a lot of my shoes from at the time, and unfortunately unfortunately they had sold out of my size. But I ended up hitting up one of my homeboys who actually used to manage that Finish Line, but had moved on to Memphis at the time. So I hit him up and I was like, hey man, Hail Mary pass here. Is there anything that you can do to help me get these sneakers in my hand? Because I have to have the candy canes. He hit me back. He said, let me see what I can do about it. And before I knew it, he had FedExed me over a pair of the candy cane 14s. I had them in my hands. Man, I appreciate that. Ever since then, that's been my dog ever since. Even to this day, I'm still rocking with him real heavy. That's my guy. And guys, this is what I mean when I talk about the sneaker culture. I use that word culture very carefully these days because I understand a lot of the culture is just really based on how much money you can get off of StockX and Go. But for a lot of us older guys out here that have really loved sneakers for over 10 to 20 years now, it's a lot deeper than just how much money you can make out of them. Sure, that's a part of where we are right now, but there's also a huge part of the culture here that really has a story and an emotional attachment to a lot of these models and specific colorways of these models as well. After I got these sneakers from my homeboy, the rest of that story goes that I actually fell on some really hard times and had to sell my candy cane 14s. And ever since then, I was really upset I had to do it. Today, I'm able to get those sneakers back in my collection, and that's what means so much to me. That's why these sneakers are so special, and that's actually why this sneaker changed my life. It got me a great homeboy that I'm still cool with to this day. It actually brought back around and closed the loop to a sneaker that I had to let go of a few years ago that I was sad that I did. But enough of me talking about the sneaker. Let me know what you guys think about the Air Jordan 14 Candy Cane, aka Rip Hamilton. Is this one that you added to your collection, or is this one that you passed on? Why or why not? Me personally, like I said, Jordan 14s are one of my favorite silhouettes, and actually my grail sneaker of all time is the white and Carolina blue Jordan 14 mid that released in very limited quantities back in the year 2000. Jordan brand, if you're listening, please bring that shoe back. I need that. That's my grail, and I cannot find that shoe anywhere, so I need that sneaker. Also, guys, while you're down in the comments, be sure to click on that subscribe button. We would love to welcome you into the Sneaker Fetish family to make sure you don't miss out on any more heat like this, because I guarantee you I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Air Jordan 14 Rip Hamilton, aka Candy Cane, and until next time, I'm out.